Brother, just add 16 on there. Are you going to join in on that search here now?
Yeah, we are, Frank. We're already steaming here. We've been steaming here half an hour. I've had a yarn with the lifeboat. We're here. We're going to steam across here like this. The other is 10 or dozen ships here now in the search. They're going to come up, and we'll come down towards them, okay? Yeah. Turn out those deck lights, McGrath. All out.
How many hands, Roger?
Pardon? I don't know. All I know is a boat missing, and the boys are in there looking for her. We'll go up top end and come down, all right? You working?
Yeah. Say how big a boat was it?
Well, Graham, I haven't heard any details at all on the VHF. I have no idea. She could be 20 foot, 30 foot, or 40 foot. Graham, we'll have those big spotlights shining out. Graham, turn that spotlight out over to see a bit. I found one little, she was a little boat on passageway to Ireland. Found her under Tolpedden one night, you know. There's several of them out looking for her, but we just went underneath Tolpedden. That's just like this side of Land's End, and they lost in the fog, you know, but we found them and took them to the Newland then. She's only about 40 foot, only, you know. But that was all right. That was good that we found them that day, you know. God. You're willing, you know, you're just wishing that you could just find her. Just think, God, there she is, you know. Oh, and they're all okay. And
I think that's what I heard. Right
oh.
there. The only end of it, that's what's coming on. They can leave it to you now.
Oh, God almighty. When was that? When was that?
The other VHF is going like I can't get the order of the VHF. They're all 16 of them. Nobody come back. I think that's what I just heard on Radio Cornwall. I should put it on. 3 rescued. I think you said there's 1 still missing.
An extensive air and sea search is underway 5 miles west of Newquay for a crewman still missing more than 3 hours after a fishing boat sank. 2 men were picked up by an RNAS Coldrose helicopter from a life raft shortly after the Newland base Leah G went down. Lifeboats from Newquay and St Ives, other fishing vessels and the helicopter crew have been continuing the search.
We know all the boys there. 3 in the hospital, 1 in the... I'll tell the boys. One missing, 3 in Trelisk, off Padstow.
1 missing.
Don't know yet. Just come on Radio Cornwall up there.
3 missing.
3, no, they're 4, he said.
4 hours.
There's 3, they got 3 off, and they're in the hospital, and there's 1 still missing. We don't know who this is now. This is the worst of it, not knowing who's there.
Relations.
Well, exactly, not knowing who's there.
Put the women, you know, it's all very well, we know we're all right. But it put the women through bloody agony, isn't it?
Wondering. At the moment you're out of contact here.
Yeah, you can't get in touch, not like that. But if they named the boat, fair enough, and let's hope they find everybody. But, there's only a certain number that's going to be worried then, isn't it? Not saying there's a Newland boat gone down. I suppose every boat in Newland's out to sea.
There you are, Jiggy, look. There's another one there, look.
No, he was only talking about that bloody boat there in Ireland last year. Okay.
Did you notice the hush the calmness that came over the boys when, and it's like that all the time when you hear, like one of the boys are lost or a ship run down, one of that we know, if we know the crew, you know, it's just it's like a calm to come on just over the, you know, everything. It's very lethargic and, you know, and there again, there's me here. I reckon I think I got worries with the taxman and the weather and the fishing and had them all together, days at sea going to be stopped. It's nothing compared to what the people ashore are going to have now. They've lost their husbands or their sons, children are left, wives are left off. You know, and it's not so bad maybe for like if the children maybe 1 or 2, they won't be able to, but 7 or 8 or 9, that's the time. That's the time. Now that there is a Vodafone number of Tex Palomine, skipper of one of the Beamers. Lost off here 2 years ago. Actually still in the wheelhouse. Some of the crew were saved, but she rolled over. Well, I won't be needing this number anymore. There's another one bit the dust, as we say. Flipping lash up. Gone. I know it'll happen again. But the boys are staying out in weather and they should never ever be out, and the ships were never built to be out in the weather. And the rules, the restrictions, everything combined is pushing the men to sea, and they're just turning over, being run down, and they're becoming tired, they're working harder, they're getting tired, and you haven't got your faculties about you when you're even the gear, or maybe just some small little thing you forget, gone. And you lose all everybody's gone, you know. And it's a flipping lash up. It's a lash up.
Hello, Captain Banks. It's Len Scott from the Fisherman's Mission at Newlyn. When the Wilhelmina Maria went down a few weeks ago, the mission was involved, and we've been asked by the family of Tex, the skipper, if it's possible for us to arrange for a boat to take them out so they can drop a wreath on the spot. Well, one of the biggest problems is when somebody's lost, particularly if there's no body, it's a long time before anyone's prepared to accept that the man's been lost. And in some cases it can be 4 or 5 years before a death certificate can be issued. And of course, if there's a mortgage or fairly large insurance policies, of course, they won't pay them out. They just don't want to know. One lady was paying the mortgage for 2.5 years after the death of her husband until they could get a death certificate.